The topic for this video is linear programming and introduction. Now in this video we will be discussing various contents like meaning, definition, characteristics, assumptions, advantages, scope and limitations of linear programming. First of all, what is linear programming? Now the term linear programming is made from two words, that is linear and programming. Linear indicates the relationship between two variables, while programming refers to the process of selecting best alternative involving limited resources. Linear programming, also known as LPP, is a mathematical technique that is applied for choosing the best alternative from a set of feasible techniques. It is designed to help the managers in planning, decision making and allocation of resources. The technique of LPP was developed by George B. Dantzig in the year 1947 when he came up with his first paper on the simplex table. Now, according to the definition given by William M. Fox, linear programming is a planning technique that permits some objective function to be minimized or maximized within the framework of given situational restrictions. So in the practical questions also you will be given one objective function, that will be the objective of the question, and keeping into consideration various constraints you will have to maximize or minimize that objective function. Now characteristics of linear programming includes there will be an objective function, there will be certain constraints, there will be non-negativity constraint, there will be finiteness and linearity. Now let us discuss these characteristics one by one. Now there will be a clearly defined objective in every question, and that objective will be defined in quantitative terms. In business, the objective is generally the profit maximization or cost minimization. Therefore, this objective will be expressed in maximization or minimization Z. For example, we want to have 10 per unit profit from X1 product and 5 per unit profit from X2 product, then our objective function will be 10x1 plus 5x2, where x1 and x2 will be considered to be variables. Now, what are constraints? In every organization, the resources are always limited, and when these resources are expressed in mathematical form, it is known as constraints. For example, if product X1 requires 2 hours and X2 requires 5 hours on a machine and the maximum available hours of that machine are 150, the constraint will be created as 2x1 plus 5x2 less than and equal to 150. Third is non-negativity constraint. The value of variables must be 0 or positive, not less than that. That means the variables can never be negative. For example, how the labor can be negative? It is not possible. Similarly, the raw materials can never be negative. So in case of production, the manager has to decide about the particular number which has to be positive, or it can go till 0 but it can never be negative. So if the company produces 3 products, X1, X2, X3, all will be greater than or equal to 0. Next characteristic is linearity. The relationship between the variables must be linear. Linear means proportional. For example, if you double the investment in any organization, it means it should double the rate of return as well. And the last characteristic is finiteness. The number of inputs and outputs must be finite. There cannot be infinite factors. So to have a feasible solution, the organization must have finite variables. Now linear programming works on certain assumptions. On the basis of these assumptions only we can find the linear programming solutions. First is there are number of constraints or restrictions which can be expressed in the quantitative terms. The qualitative constraints will serve no purpose in LPP. The prices of input as well as output both should be constant over a specific time. The relationship between objective function and the constraints must be linear. The objective function has to be optimized, that is profit maximization or cost minimization. Various parameters are known and they do not change with the passage of time. So with these assumptions, we can solve the linear programming problems through various methods. Now, what are the advantages of linear programming problems? Optimum use. With the help of this LPP technique, the resources can be optimally used. The organization can make optimum utilization of its productive resources. It also indicates how decision makers can employ the productive factors more effectively. Second is it removes the bottlenecks. In the production process, various bottlenecks can occur. For example, some machines may not be able to meet the demand, while other machines might be idle in the organization. So, a balance can be maintained with the help of LPP and bottlenecks can be efficiently tackled. Third is flexibility. After the plans are prepared, they can be re-evaluated with the help of LPP technique under the changing conditions. If the conditions change, we can make changes in our constraints as well as objective function. Fourth is decision making. The advantage of linear programming technique is it helps in taking better decisions to the managers. The user of this technique can take objective decisions and less subjective decisions. And the last is allocation of resources. Now, scarce resources can be optimally utilized for maximizing the profits and minimizing the costs. Besides that, there are some other benefits as well. For example, cost benefit analysis. LPP techniques helps a manager to plan and execute the policies in the management in such a way that cost can be minimized and benefits can be maximized. As the limited resources are being optimally utilized, the wastage will be reduced. So for every question in every segment, you can make cost benefit analysis and you can make a best choice. Number of possible decisions. With the help of LPP technique, managers can consider various solutions to the problem, and whatever solution they find to be best, they can select that solution as optimal solution. And the last is scientific approach. LPP is basically a scientific approach which helps in studying the information of an organization in such a way that it depicts a clear picture of the problem. So, as being a scientific approach, this technique is very valuable as it offers objective solutions to the problems. Now, LPP suffers certain limitations as well. First is confusing and misleading picture. The optimum solution of LPP may give you answer in the fractions or in decimals, which in real life may be impractical, impossible. So if the answer comes like you have to purchase 1.6 machines, that makes no sense in real life. Second is single objective. In these questions, LPP problems, we work for a single objective function. But in real life, organizations may have more than one objectives. Third is complexity. In case of large variables and large number of constraints, the formulated mathematical problem is quite complex, and dealing with such problem is again a challenging task. Multiple goals. In LPP, we always work with one goal, that can be maximizing the profits or minimizing the cost, but in real life, the organization work with multiple goals. They take both the goals at a time. Then is lengthy procedure. Solution of LPP involves a lot of steps, so much time is taken, and the patience of an individual is tested to arrive at a proper solution to LPP when it is done by hand. When it is done through mechanical mode, still it may lead to early solutions. Then is repetitive method. The procedure of simplex method is quite repetitive in nature. It is complicated, it is long, and same process we keep on applying in every simplex table. Then is certainty. It assumes that values are known, the objectives, the constraints, everything is known. But in real life, it may not be possible to have these values with certainty. Limited application. The graphic method of linear programming can be applied only in case of two variables, and when we have more than two variables, then we have to proceed towards another complex procedure, that is simplex method. Difficult to understand. LPP involves many concepts which are of technical nature and which cannot be easily understood by a layman. Linear relationship. We assume that the relationship is linear, but in real life, the relationship between variables and objective function may be non-linear as well. Time effect. The solutions to the problems are good in case of static situation, but in real life, these situations are always dynamic and that may lead to wrong conclusions. Next topic is scope of linear programming. Now, linear programming applies to various areas. business, industry, and various other fields such as agriculture. Now the linear programming technique can be used in agriculture as well, as there also we has limited resources, limited labor, limited working capital, so there linear programming can come up as an innovative tool. Second is in production management. For making the production decisions also linear programming is a creative idea. For example, a manager wants to decide which product, how many units of which product to be manufactured. So linear programming helps in deciding the quantity of each product to be produced so that their marginal contribution is maximized and the resources are minimized. Then in case of blending problems, these problems arise when a product can be made from variety of available resources. So which composition we should use, which price we should use. So their linear programming can also help the managers. Then traveling salesman problem. The problem of finding the shortest route through a salesman can also be handled through linear programming solutions. In case of financial management also linear programming can help a lot when an individual or a company wants to make a selection regarding the portfolio, like how to make our allocations in which portfolio so that our earnings are maximized and the risk is minimized. Also in case of profit planning, how much profit can be maximized by investing in various equipments, facilities, cash in hand, inventory, there also LPP can be a creative solution. Next comes in case of personnel management. The problems of personnel can also be tackled with the help of LPP. How much staff we should appoint to have minimized cost and utilization of the resources. How much salaries should be given so that equitable salaries and incentives can be distributed. Which job should be offered to whom, and the jobs have to be evaluated in terms of various ideas. So on all these situations linear programming can assist a manager. Then is airline routine, because in airlines as well the resources are limited, so there also we can take the decisions like the patterns of the flights, the timings of the flights, so there LPP can also offer the solutions. Then last point is in case of marketing management also LPP can also help the marketing manager, like physical distribution decisions. So linear programming determines the most economic and efficient manner of locating manufacturing plants, distribution centers, so that physical distribution can be done in the optimal manner. Likewise, for selecting the media, which media will be giving the maximized exposure, maximized reach with minimum possible cost, that can also be dealt with the help of LPP. So in the conclusion, we can say that linear programming is one of the most important techniques for solving the managerial problems. It helps in taking various managerial decisions. There are number of LPP applications that have further increased in the recent year because of rapid development and sophistication of computers.